Welcome into LakePoint Sports. Cory, McCartney, along with PBR Georgia Scouting Director Phil Kerber here for the 17U National Championship game. Phil, welcome in.
Yeah, excited to be here. It's been a good tournament and should be an exciting finale.
So Minnesota Icemen against the Hitters 2022 Navy. The Hitters are the home team today. So up to bat right now, we've got Kyle Law, the center fielder from the Icemen. He's facing a 1-1 count. Excuse me, 2-0 count.
Tristan Ott on the mound there for the Hitters. He's the number 8 ranked second baseman in the state of Wisconsin, committed to Purdue.
The first time this tournament Ellis has pitched.
And he's coming out 80-81 so far.
And he has a 2-1 count right now against Kyle Law. And Phil, this Hitters team, I mean, they've piled up 46 runs to get to this point. 5 shutouts, though. They've allowed no more than 3 runs in the other games. In all, they've outscored their opponents 46-7. So this is a team that up and down the lineup, just D1 commits everywhere. They're facing a Minnesota Icemen team that just has 1 commit, and that's Derrick Smith, who's headed to NC State. So from that end, things would seem stacked against the Icemen in this matchup.
Yeah, you would think that, but the way the Icemen have been playing all tournament, I mean, they've been hitting, they've been pitching, defending well, playing at a very high level, and I think this is a pretty evenly matched game tonight.
Well, Smith, I mentioned him. He's hitting .217 with a 1.190 OPS. He has the Icemen's only home run in this one. And Tristan Ott gets things started with a strikeout of Kyle Law. Which will bring up the second baseman, Ethan Loss, and he'll be fouled by the extra hitter, Cole Erickson.
Lost the 21st ranked player in the state of Minnesota. 6'4" runner. So he's got some speed. Something to watch.
Smacks that one to second base. In for the play, and now the second out of the inning. Quickly 2 down here in the top of the first. And that will bring up the extra hitter, Cole Erickson. So what are you liking so far about Ellis on the mound?
He's throwing strikes. Not right there, but the majority of these pitches, they're in the zone. He's challenging these hitters, and clearly for a guy that's not used to pitching, this is how you want to start. Just challenge the hitters, throw it over the plate, and let this defense work for you. Now I say that, and he throws back-to-back balls, but...
Well, 2-0 is the count here to Erickson with 2 outs in the top of the first. And shoots that one foul. One team from Minnesota, one team from Wisconsin. They could have just, met in Michigan, Ohio, and just cut the difference and saved everybody they travel.
Yeah, very true. I mean, they've gone through some of the top teams in the Southeast, Northeast, all over the country that we've had down here. But they can play ball up north. That's for sure.
A 3-1 count to Erickson. They get 3-2 as he swings wildly through that one. The 3-2 shot to right field, and camps underneath it to make the out. And through half an inning here in the 17U National Championship game from LakePoint Sports, we'll be back with the bottom of the first and the hitter's chance at the plate right after this. back here at LakePoint Sports for the PBR 17U National Championship game. It's the Hitters 2022 Navy's turn at the plate now. Cory McCartney, PBR Georgia Scouting Director, Phil Kerber, Ian Choi gets things started for hitters here. Sends that one to the third baseman. Makes the play at first for the first out of the inning. And Phil, as we mentioned, this is a pretty potent hitters lineup. Choi, of course, a Butler commit. And next up, Gavin Killen. Killen headed to Louisville like a number of the players in this team are.
Yeah, this hitters team knows how to hit. That's something that every age group up and down that organization, they know how to swing the bat.
They are facing Justin Moore on the mound for the Minnesota Icemen.
Justin Moore, a Georgia native, Callaway High School. Uncommitted 2022, right-handed pitcher and third baseman. Moore's the 73rd ranked player in the state.
Sends out the throw to first is awry, so we'll have our first base runner of the day as Gavin Killen gets in. Just an errant throw there. Plenty of time for the second baseman to make it, but gets away, and have our first base runner up for Hayden Christensen, the catcher. Christensen headed to Xavier. He's hit a homer, has 4 RBIs, a 1.143 OPS so far in the tourney.
Christensen, the 16th ranked player in the state of Illinois, from Richmond Burton High School.
Shoots that one down the right field line, out of reach there, so the at bat will continue. So if Justin Moore is a Georgia native, are you allowed to pull him in for the future games roster?
Yes, but you'd be too old as a 2022. Yeah, it all depends on where you go to high school. So him going to Callaway would make him eligible for anything in Georgia.
The game wears on. We can talk a little bit about the future games next week, and you're putting together your roster, which I know you always take a lot of pride in.
Yeah, it's a long and exhaustive process, a lot of vetting of these players, seeing how they're performing over the summer and over the past year to really narrow down that list to 14 or so position players and 6 or 7 arms.
All right, 1-1 is the count here to Hayden Christensen. This time shoots at that second baseman, makes up for the play, the missed play earlier, so getting things done himself for the inning double play. So we're through 1 here in the PBR 17U National Championship. Be back with more from LakePoint Sports. Welcome back for the second inning of the PBR 17U National Championship here from LakePoint Sports. I'm Cory McCartney, along with PBR Georgia Scouting Director Phil Kerber, as the Minnesota Icemen take on hitters 2022 Navy. Minnesota Icemen up to the plate, and here is Derrick Smith, the NC State commit, to be followed by Logan Myers, a shortstop, and third baseman Joey Powers.
Yeah, Smith is a real threat at the plate. He built 6'2", 195. Good-looking frame. It's pretty obvious that there's a lot of power in there.
As I mentioned from the get-go here, he has the only home run for the Icemen in this tournament, hitting .217 with 8 RBI and a 1.190 OPS. Smith shoots that one into the gap between center and left field, and he will be in for a leadoff double. You mentioned the power in that bat, and we saw it right there, Phil.
Yeah, I mean, that was a well-hit ball. Not much you can do if you're Ellis there. And that's a dangerous hitter up to the plate. All you got to do is hope you don't leave anything over the center.
So the Icemen looking to break through against Tristan Ott, the, as you mentioned, second baseman by trade on the mound for the hitters, and he'll now face Logan Myers, the shortstop. Swings through there to make it 1-1. Myers clearly in run production mode there with that swing. Gets the bunt down. Ellis makes the throw to first for the first out, and Smith will advance to third base. So gets the job done, advances the runner, and the Icemen are in position to break through here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, you saw the middle infielder in Ellis there fielding that, staying calm, cool, and collected, make that throw. Sometimes you see those POs get it, and all of a sudden it's, where am I throwing it?
Breaking ball misses there, 67 on the radar. This is Joey Powers, the third baseman, up to bat. And Powers flicks that one foul to make it 0-1. Or 1-1, excuse me. Powers will be followed by Hayden Christensen, the catcher. Just on the outside for strike two.
Yeah, really nice curveball there. Good location. There's really nothing you can do with that except maybe try and go down the right field line. It doesn't seem like Powers is looking to do that.
Another foul, make it 1-2. Again, one out here in the top of the second, runner on third. Ooh. That one sent over the first baseman's head, so Derrick Smith clapping as he heads into home for the first run of the game. An RBI single out of Joey Powers.
Yeah, Powers with the Kansas City special there. Dropping it into shallow right. You know, the corners were playing in there. If first baseman's playing at normal depth, maybe has a chance to make a diving play, but not the case.
Well, up and over the first baseman's head, and we have our first run, a 1-0 lead for the Minnesota Icemen here. Hayden Chrisstensen at the plate with one out, and Joey Powers now at first base. That one he shoots the opposite direction. And we'll have runners at first and second.
Yeah, first pitch strike has been there in these first two innings, so looks like the Icemen are adjusting and getting aggressive early in the count.
Well, as you said, Tristan Ott is throwing strikes, and eventually that's going to lead to contact, and it's going to lead to runners. 1-0 is the lead for the Icemen with 1 out here in the top of the second. Ball 1 at 83 miles an hour from Ellis. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, gets the outside corner there. A favorable call for Ellis.
Well, and that will make it 1-2. Shoots that one well outside the first baseline for
I like what Ellis is doing there. You know, if the umpire's going to give you that far off the plate or on that outer corner, go right back there.
misses high to make it 2-2. Make it 3-2 now, and a bit of a dangerous situation here. Ben Dolliff is on deck. He has team high 10 hits and 2 RBI, hitting 500 in the tourney. So you got a hot bat waiting to make something happen. Another foul, and the at bat will continue for Hayden Christensen, the catcher. A full count to Dolliff. Runners at first and second. Sends that one to the shortstop. Makes the flip to second, and the throw to first is wide. Runners will advance, make it 2-0 Icemen here in the top of the second inning.
Ellis did his job there. Got a ground ball up the middle, like a tailor-made double play, but can't make the throw to first. Still 1 out away. You know, not too much damage right now.
Now up to bat is Tyler Robillard, the first baseman. Big swing there, makes it 1-1.
I actually think they might have subbed Robillard out before he even got his first at bat. That looks like number 1 listed as Aaron Smith. Wonder if something happened in between innings there.
All right, well, Aaron Smith it is. He's facing a 2-1 count with 2 outs here in the top of the second. The Icemen now leading 2-0. Swings through that to make it 2-2.
Smith was a left-handed pitcher up to 87 earlier in the tournament.
A 207 batting average against, 11.7 Ks per 7 in his previous work on the mound.
Smith is one of numerous players on this Minnesota Icemen who represented Team Minnesota at last year's Future Games.
Well, Smith staying alive there, so he's got a full count with 2 outs. Gets the call there to make it bases loaded. Oh, excuse me, runners at first and second with 2 outs. Now I have Hunter Palmer, the right fielder, up to bat. Ellis could get that call glove side, but not happening arm side.
Yeah, that one was real close. Good eye on Smith to lay off of it.
Pumps that in there for strike one. There's that glove side call he's been getting.
Mm-hmm.
Send that one into left field. The throw home is going to be late. Make it 3-0.
Yeah, just found a hole in the left side of the defense. Right through that 6-hole. That's just timely hitting.
So Hunter Palmer delivers an RBI double, and we're back to the top of the lineup here with center fielder Kyle Law and a 3-0 lead for the Minnesota Icemen with 2 outs in the top of the second.
Law, another one of those future gamers from last year. And now we've been through the lineup the whole time. I can say that looking at all these guys' profiles, I don't think the Icemen have a guy on their roster that runs under or runs over a 7.060. I mean, they've got some real team speed. Law, a 6'5" runner.
Well, Law facing a 1-1 count here with 2 outs. And watches ball 2, a little low. Sends that one outside the fence into the concourse. Wasn't mentioned a couple times here. Smith with the only home run for the Icemen, but they've scored 62 runs coming into this game. So this is a team that's getting it done, even though they're not producing the long ball. We'll swing through that to get out of the inning, but not before the Icemen take a 3-0 lead. Hitters still looking for their first hit of this one. They'll get their chance here in the bottom of the second when we return from LakePoint Sports. A 3-0 lead for the Minnesota Icemen as we continue with the bottom of the second here in the 17U PBR National Championship. Cory McCartney, along with PBR Georgia scouting director Phil Kerber. A 9-pitch first inning for Justin Moore there, and he'll be facing a potent lineup here. Mitchell Voigt, the Michigan commit, will get things started for the hitters. And he shoots one up the middle for their first hit of the game. Nothing fancy there, just smacks it right up the middle where nobody was.
Nope, not at all. And Voigt might be the most dangerous hitter that we've had at this entire event. 3 home runs. I mean, he can hit for power, hit for average. It's just really, really impressive at the plate.
10 RBI and 15 ABs. He's got a 2.844 OPS, just absolutely ridiculous. And he can run too.
Nice dirt ball read there.
He's got Tristan Ott at the plate right now. Ott, one of the few uncommitted players on this hitters team, but he has a OPS of over 2,000 himself, with 4 RBI and a homer, 4 hits in all in the tournament. Jonathan Kim will follow for the hitters. That one gets away, but Voigt will stay at second.
Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication there from Moore and shortstop. Moore a little early with his throw.
Well, as you mentioned, Moore, a new addition to this team, so certainly communication can come into play when you're talking about making pickoff throws.
Moore's been working 83, 84 mostly with the fastball. Now, we have seen him up to 90 before.
Two 2-1 is the count to Ott. Calls time. The breaking ball in there, pretty looking curve there, 67.
Yeah, real nice. Threw it right at the front leg. Froze up Ott.
It's now 2-2, searching for their first out of the inning. After Voigt gets in the single and follows through to make it second on fastball. Oh, it punches them out there. The pretty pitch and 2-2 count right on the corner.
Yeah, he's calling it both ways out there. Have to be ready for it.
And that will bring up the center fielder, Jonathan Kim, with one out. Mitchell Voigt on at second for hitters, 2022 Navy. Shoots that one straight to the, what a ridiculous catch. Off the top of the shortstop's glove, and he falls back and still makes the grab barehanded for the second out. Just a ridiculous play from Logan Myers.
And who knows if Myers doesn't get to that, that might be rolling all the way to the wall. And given Kim's speed, I would say that probably would have ended up in a triple, but he saves him.
So Logan Myers with a play that I'm sure Logan Myers' grandchildren are going to someday hear about. Now up to bat is number 14, the first baseman, Sam Meidenbauer.
Thank goodness we have play sites so Logan can go clip the
That's
highlight
right.
himself.
That's right.
Have it for the rest of his life.
Ooh, drops that in when they're at 69 miles an hour for strike two.
Yeah, he's having some real success this inning throwing the breaking ball inside.
Dribbler goes down the third base side foul.
More up to 85 there. I've seen a couple of 85s this inning.
Oh, 2 count to Meidenbauer. That one off the second baseman's leg and cannot make the throw in time. The play at the plate is not in time. We'll have our first run for the hitters, make it 3-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning.
Man, some real aggressive base running from Voigt. He's on second there and scores on the play as it gets away from second.
Second base has been a precarious position to play so far in this game. We've seen a few miscues on throws, some misplay there off of his leg. It's just been rough going for the second baseman here early in this game. Now James Duncan, the left fielder, up Duncan, an Illinois State commit.
The 22nd ranked player in Wisconsin, Duncan, out of Arrowhead High School.
All right, ball gets away from Justin Moore. Now he's back to work with a 1-0 count to Duncan. 2 outs, a 3-1 Icemen lead. That one off of his glove, and this time the play is there for the second baseman to get out of the inning. Makes up for a bit of a miscue there, but now a 3-1 Icemen lead as we're through 2 in the PBR 17U National Championship. Be right back from LakePoint Sports. Welcome back to the PBR 17U National Championship here at LakePoint Sports. I'm Cory McCartney along with PBR Georgia's scouting director Phil Kerber. We continue here, a 3-1 Icemen lead to start the 3rd inning. Ethan Lost, the second baseman, up to bat, facing Tristan Ellis from Hitters 2022 on the mound. 2-0 count, to the Iceman second baseman.
Man, lost another speedster on this Iceman team. 6'4", 6. It's the 60 time he's got. And that's flying. Not a guy you want to walk.
3-0 is the count, so dangerously close to doing exactly that with Cole Erickson, the extra hitter, waiting in the on-deck circle. And drops that one in there, 73 for strike 1. Sends that one to the third baseman, and the throw across is in time for the first out.
And that's Voigt over at third getting it done. He's made several nice plays today over at the hot corner.
Well, the aforementioned Cole Erickson now comes up to bat with 1 out here. A 3-1 lead for he and the Icemen over Hitters 2022 Navy. Erickson 0 for 1 so far on the day. Now 1-1 is the count to him.
Erickson has a pretty unorthodox setup there at the plate. Narrow and very open.
That one just fouled him. The play made by the right fielder there for the second out. DJ Kogis makes the catch.
Really good awareness out there, trying to find the fence. Figured out that he was in the clear and just stuck his glove out and made the play.
So now Derrick Smith, who doubled in his first at bat.
Yeah, I don't know if Smith's going to see anything good here. If he does, it's probably a mistake.
Smith got things started in the top of the second with the Icemen as they broke through with 3 runs. Oh, got hit on the arm there.
Well, I'd say that's a better alternative than him barreling up another double. Man, you save Ellis a couple of pitches.
Well, it's now Logan Myers' turn. Myers come through with the first RBI of the game in his last at bat.
Yeah, I mean, just another sub-7 runner on this Iceman team. A 6.8 speed for Myers. It's honestly incredible that how many athletes are on this Iceman team.
Yeah, one of the few times we see that call not in the pitcher's favor on that pitch. It's a spot that's been heavy pitcher friendly so far today. Myers shoots that one deep to center, but play will be made from Jonathan Kim. So we're through 2.5 here. 17U National Championship game. See if hitters 2022 Navy can get things started as they continue to trail 3-1. The Icemen here at LakePoint Sports. It's hitters 2022 Navy's turn here in the bottom half of the third inning in the PBR 17U National Championship. A 3-1 lead for the Minnesota Icemen. Justin Moore continuing on the mound. And he gets started with strike 1 to DJ Kogis, the right fielder, who made a nice catch from foul territory in the last half an inning.
DJ, the 31st ranked player in Wisconsin's 2022 class, was a member of Team Wisconsin at the PBR Future Games last summer.
DJ, one of the few uncommitted players on this hitters roster. Sends that one foul to stay alive. Ian Choi helping out there on the on-deck circle. Swings through there, 84 mile an hour for the first out. Justin Moore starting to settle in for sure.
Yeah, got him on an elevated fastball.
So now it's on to Ian Choi, the Butler commit. Second baseman watches strike 1.
Yeah, just couldn't pull the trigger.
Wisely holds off there to make it 1-1. Big hack at strike 2.
And another elevated fastball.
Moore had a pitch to play with, and he uses it now. 3-2. That one's straight to the second baseman for the second out of the inning. Ethan Loss making a nice play.
Yeah, it looked like that could have been trouble as he got his feet caught up under him, but recovers to make the play. And Moore really feeling that breaking ball to the arm side.
Well, he's now facing Gavin Klein, and Klein sends that one into the concourse for strike 2. Klein, one of 4 Louisville commits on this team. The 1-2. 86. He's starting to heat up a little bit here.
Yeah. Let's see in his delivery. He's working at a quick pace, getting the ball and going. A lot of confidence right now.
The breaking ball misses at 66 to make it 3-2. That one's sky high into left field. Camps underneath it. Ben Dolph does, and that'll be the end of the inning. So it's still a 3-1 lead for the Icemen. The hitters with just 1 hit so far, an impressive showing from Justin Moore on the mound, and now the Icemen with a chance to build on that lead as we head into the 4th inning here, the 17U National Championship. The top of the 4th inning here at LakePoint Sports in the 17U PBR National Championship. Cory McCartney, joined by PBR Georgia Scouting Director Phil Kerber. The Icemen up to bat with a 3-1 lead in the 4th. A quick start there. Throw to first is in time to get Joey Powers, a third baseman, for out 1. So Tristan Ellis not wasting a lot of time for out number 1.
No, and he hasn't gone away from his game plan of, throw it over the plate and let the defense work. Despite those 2 runs in the second, he's stayed composed.
Well, he has 1 down for the catcher, Caden Amundsen. And he'll start him off with ball 1 at 79. 80 miles an hour to make it 2-0.
Took some off on that one. Coming in at 66. Had Amundsen out on his front foot, and he can just roll over it.
He will be followed by Ben Dolliff and Aaron Smith if things go that far. Up the middle with a base hit.
Yeah, nice approach from Evanson there. Keep it short, simple, send it right back up the middle.
A scorcher from Amundsen has Ben Dolliff with opportunity to make something happen here with one out in the top of the fourth.
Well, hitters were in a similar position here in the second inning. Ellis was able to roll up a ground ball, but they couldn't complete the double play.
Dolliff, as I mentioned before, a team high 10 hits and 2 RBI to get to the championship game.
And it goes back to that trusty outside corner.
Okay. I think we got it figured out.
2-2 count here, top of the fourth. Shoots that one to center field, drops it in. Runner will. Players collide, and the ball drops, and the runner's at first and second. So some confusion there in center field, and now runners at first and second with one out. We wondered where Tyler Robillard was, and now he's up to bat.
Yeah, I was just looking for. I was like, I don't remember 61 in the first two frames, and
well, we saw Aaron Smith early in this spot in the lineup.
yeah, an interesting move. I wonder what the motivation was behind that one.
Now it's the 5'10", 190-pound Tyler Robillard's chance to try to make something happen.
He might be selling himself short there on the height and weight. He looks a little bit bigger than 5'10".
He does. Does that one to second base. Throw will be made for the second out, but not before he drives in another run. They get 4-1 Icemen here in the top of the fourth inning. So Tyler Robillard gets in the lineup and makes something happen to make it 4-1. Trading an out for a run to build on that Iceman's advantage.
There it is. If Ellis can stick on that outside corner right there, he'd be in business. And that's a tough pitch to hit. Oh, and that is lined to left, and that bounces past the left fielder. And he's going for third.
So in for the triple.
I mean, the Icemen have just been capitalizing on mistakes.
Yep. Yeah, Hunter Palmer coming in with a triple. It's now 5-1 advantage for the Icemen here with 2 more runs in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, but that was the bottom of the order there, too. I mean, these guys 1 through 9 are just swinging away.
Kyle Law back to the plate for the third time.
And as is the case with a lot of these championship games, they're going to be much more offensively oriented, simply because a lot of these teams have just run out of arms to make it this far.
Law shoots that one to center. Make it out number 3, but the Icemen building on that advantage with 2 more runs. They now lead 5-1. 7 hits so far. Hitters just one hit, and they've got 1 run. See if they can make something happen here in the bottom of the 4th as we continue with the 17U National Championship from LakePoint Sports. Welcome back to LakePoint Sports, the bottom of the 4th inning, the 17U National Championship game. Justin Moore continuing on the mound for for the Icemen as they face hitters 2022 Navy, a 5-1 lead for the Icemen. And Moore gets started with a 2-0 count here, the top of the 1st of the innings, leadoff hitter. Hayden Christensen, Xavier commit.
Christensen's got a lot of power in that bat.
Well, he has homered in the event, 4 RBI, a 1.143 OPS, and a 450 batting average. And Christensen sends that one to right center. The ball bobbled on the catch. He's in at second.
Yeah, that was a tough play out in right field. I mean, that thing's tailing towards you. And you got to make the catch over your shoulder. Can't come up with it. And they had a chance at Christensen at second base, too. Oh. Did they get him?
It appears as though the call was that he slipped over the bag and that they tagged him.
Nope. Nope.
Nope, it's coming back.
There he goes.
All right.
Courtesy runner.
Now letting the catcher go get a breather before he has to go back to work. A little hard to read there. He did slide over the bag.
Here's Mitchell Voigt again. He's been the spark plug for hitters all tournament. Yeah, still some still looking a little awkward with those picks to second, more in the middles.
All right, so a 1-0 count to Voigt. He's got a runner at second. Make it 2-0. Voigt sends that one onto the field behind us. Two 2-1 count to the Michigan recruit. Voigt jumps out of the way, but stop is made. Make it 3-1 now.
Yeah, big pitch here. You got to imagine Voigt is Gonna be looking for something special. One spot. See if he can cut into this lead. Oh, that is well hit into right field. Oh,
what a fantastic catch there over the shoulder for the right fielder for the out. Runner gets back to Christensen. The courtesy runner gets back to second. Just in time. What a fantastic catch in right field. We've seen some great defense so far from the Icemen.
that is Doloff, I think, out there in right field. Couldn't make the play a couple of hitters ago, but this one was arguably more impressive.
Yeah, we've obviously seen Myers with that tip and then the catch at shortstop and then just a great catch there from Doloff in right field for saving what likely would have been a run. And things continuing to go a little bit awry on those pickoff moves to second base.
We're getting closer, though. The first two were throws off the bag. That one right on the bag.
They're going to talk it over. Tristan Ott at the plate. The error in right, still just one hit on the day for the hitters, despite their having a runner at second baseman right now with Hayden Christensen getting them to that point.
It's a shame we don't have some sort of stat cast where we could track how far Doloff had a run for that one.
Yeah, or the catch probability, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
A walk to Ott. So we'll have runners at first and second with one out. And Jonathan Kim, the center fielder, coming to the plate.
We've got some movement down in the Icemen bullpen. Looks like a right-hander getting loose.
Moore is up to 51 pitches so far. Kim flicks that one foul. Rain starting to fall.
No surprises this tournament has been marred by rain. I don't think there hasn't been a day where it hasn't rained.
Well, this tournament brought to you by Poncho. Pretty steady downpour, but not a lot of dark-looking clouds in the distance.
Ooh. Really nice breaking ball there from Moore. Even more impressive, he's doing it in these slick conditions.
And so he gets out number 2 with the K. And now Sam Meidenbauer, the first baseman, try to break through for the hitters here again. Just one hit. Runner at second getting on via error in right field, and then a walk to Ott. I think it's starting to rain even harder now. So Justin Moore through the monsoon. Logan Myers fires the first base for the 3rd out, and another big defensive play for the Minnesota Icemen gets them out of the 4th inning. They lead now 5-1 as we're through 4 in the PBR 17U National Championship in a rainy LakePoint Sports. We'll be back with more. After a brief weather delay, we're back here at the 17U National Championship. LakePoint Sports, Cory McCartney along with PBR Georgia Scouting Director Phil Kerber, 5-1 lead for the Minnesota Icemen as we think started here in the top of the 5th inning. Phil, what has surprised you so far about this game?
Really the way the Icemen have been able to control the hitters' bats at the plate. I mean, this is a team that, if we're looking at the team averages for this tournament, they've been smacking the ball around the park. We talked about how they put up 47 runs or somewhere in that range. And
yeah, 46 to get to this point.
Yeah, I mean, to keep this team to 1 run through 4 innings here, that says a lot about the Icemen's play defensively and what they're doing on the mound. And we've seen several highlight plays in the defense for the Icemen.
Yeah, some fantastic defense so far out of them. Max Skillbeck up to the bat to start things off for him, for the Icemen in this inning. And he drops that one into shallow right field. So Cole Erickson, the extra hitter, comes to bat with a man on here in the 5th inning, looking to build on this 5-1 Iceman lead. So Skillbeck taking over Ethan Loss's spot in the lineup.
I'm not sure who that is on first. He's wearing 11, but Skillbeck is listed at 6'5", and Justin Moore is also listed as number 11, and I don't think that's Justin Moore either.
Justin Moore was wearing number 10.
10, okay. Well, that Skillbeck shrunk a little bit.
Erickson skies that one to center field, and the catch will be made by Jonathan Kim for the first out.
And we've got a mystery runner.
All right, so here's Derrick Smith, of course, the NC State commit. Was hit on the right arm, or the left arm, excuse me, in his last at bat. Doubled in the one before that.
And I think I found that as Tucker Starling on first base. Listed as number 10 on the roster, but wearing number 11. Wonder if him and Moore had to switch jerseys.
Well, Tucker Starling is second baseman, so if Ethan Loss is out of the game, maybe Loss is the guy we see warming up in the bullpen right now.
Oh, we've got action in both bullpens now. It's like the hitters have a righty warming up.
So Smith sent that one foul, and he's now facing a 1-2 count. Breaking ball misses 3-2.
Yeah, Ellis trying to get Smith to go fishing there.
Shoots that one, a hard hit ball into left field. Drops in. The runner will be a little short on the slide at third, so out there, but Smith in for another double, his second of the game.
Yeah, that was a nice piece of hitting by Smith there. That was an outside pitch that he got the barrel around and shot it into left field.
Unfortunately, it leads to an out for Tucker Starling, so there's 2 down in the top of the 5th here. Derrick Smith still at second base, but see if they can get something going here from Logan Myers, the shortstop.
Yeah, it seems like Myers has been in the center of the action all day today.
A very hard hit ball that will go foul into the batting cages in the left field.
Yeah, that one was roped down the line. He straightens that out. That's probably banging off the wall.
Well, no chance there. Now 1-1.
Yeah, nice job of holding off. I'm sure Myers' eyes are wide right now. He was on that. Another one. I would say that inside part of the plate, you're going to want to stay away from.
Well, he got him being a little bit aggressive with his swing there, so now 2-2. We continue.
That's what Ellis has done this AB. He's going inside with the fastball and then going away with the breaking ball.
Smith takes off, and there will be no throw.
I believe a balk was called there. Though Smith would have been safe even if there was a throw. He got a great jump.
That one's sky high on a pitch outside the zone. Camps underneath it. The inning-ending catch there from the first baseman, Sam Meidenbauer. So through 4.5. Opportunities there for the Icemen, but they couldn't capitalize. But they still lead 5-1 over hitters 2022 Navy, and we're through 4.5 in the 17U National Championship. A pitching change for the Minnesota Icemen here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Evan Saunders out of St. Michael, Albertville, will take over. 6'3", 208-pound right-hander.
58th ranked player in the state of Minnesota. He's been up to 87.
Gets things started with a play to Logan Myers, who the throw was in time, just pulls the first baseman off the bag. So get started with a base runner here in the form of James Duncan for the hitters as they look to try to get something going in the bottom of the fifth. All right, so here's DJ Kogis, the right fielder.
Kogis fell victim to some fastballs up in the zone his last at bat. See if he can lay off him here.
Skies that one. The pitcher calls him off, and Saunders will make the catch for the first out. So Ian Choi for the third time today up to bat the Butler commit and second baseman. James Duncan continues on first. Swing at 84. Choi for strike one.
Man, that one got up on him quickly.
Swings again, 85. Now 0-2.
Yeah, that fastball looks like it's playing up a little bit. I mean, Saunders is short arm action, hides the ball well.
This is outside and 85, make it 1-2. He holds off. Now 2-2.
Yeah, just missed. Low in the zone.
A full count to Choi. And he'll walk him. So Duncan advances to second, so we'll have runners at first and second here with one out.
Yeah, it was a big spot here for Colleen. The #1 ranked player in the state of Wisconsin, number 34 nationally. This is probably the guy you want up in this spot.
All right, so here is Gavin Klein. Starts Klein off with 1-0. Klein ropes that one to right field. Duncan holds at third, so we'll have the bases loaded for Hayden Christensen, the catcher.
Yeah, that was a great AB. You know, knows that can't be swinging out of his shoes. That one swing isn't going to, bring them all the way back. He'll play station to station, keep this thing moving.
Well, that was technically the second hit of the game for the hitters. 4 errors committed so far by the Icemen. Play at third and the throw to first, both in time. Icemen getting out of the bases loaded jam with the double play. Continue to lead 5-1 as we're through 4.5 in the 17U National Championship game. Pitching and defense continue to set the tone for the Icemen in this one. We'll be back for more with LakePoint Sports. It's the top of the 6th inning at the 17U National Championship here at LakePoint Sports. Cory McCartney and PBR Georgia Scouting Director Phil Kerber here with you. A pitching change for hitters 2022. DJ Kogis moves to from right field to the mound, and Tristan Ott, the extra hitter, takes over for Kogis in right.
Kogis making his second appearance of the event. Was up to 89 earlier. Comes out with the first pitch, 86 miles an hour.
So 2-1 is the count to Icemen third baseman Joey Powers.
Good spot there, low and away. Definitely not the pitch Powers was looking for. And
just that one to Voigt at third, and the throw is in time.
man, Voigt makes it
One
look
down.
so easy over there at third.
Makes the play on the run, and one down for Caden Amundsen, the Iceman catcher. Rain falling again, nowhere near as heavy as it was earlier, but steady nonetheless.
Amundsen with a big hack right there.
Amundsen shoots that one to right field. You wait to get in the game if you're Tristan Ott, and you're going to make that throw.
Let's show it off. Let it go. But, of course, Amundsen is another sub-7 runner on this Iceman team, so not sure if you ever have a chance.
And now it's Ben Dolliffe who made one of the great defensive plays for the Icemen so far in this game as they continue to lead 5-1.
Yeah, smart idea with Voigt playing back at third there, but pops it up. I will say there's a gigantic gap out there in right center. Ott heavily shaded to the right field line.
Dolliffe shows bunt, pulls it back. It's now 0-2, the right fielder. Make it 1-2. Have we seen one pickoff throw to first base in this game? I don't think we have.
I don't think so.
We've seen a number to second, but that ball gets away. And Amundsen easily in at second.
Yeah, the Icemen opting to utilize Amundsen's speed on the base paths as opposed to getting a courtesy runner in there. And sure, it's been a long week for Amundsen if he's been having to run the bases and catch.
Oh, outside the zone. Swing and a miss for Dolliffe, and there'll be one down here with Tyler Robillard up to bat.
Knocked in a run his first AB.
Robillard starts out 1-0. Big hack for the first strike.
Yeah, I can't lay off the high heat there.
Waiting in the on-deck circle is Hunter Palmer, who's already doubled and tripled so far.
Had some nice production out of the 9-hole. Might as well call him the second leadoff.
That's right. Robillard watched that one for a 1-2 count. Flicks that away to stay alive in this AB.
Hanging in there. The entire lineup has done a really great job for the Icemen. They're just putting together competitive at-bats.
Pretty breaking ball, but does not get the call there.
Froze him up there. I think he tried to stick that elbow out a little bit, see if the ball would graze it, but no luck. And there it is.
Gets that outside corner that everyone's been getting all day long to end the inning. But the Icemen, they've now got 10 hits in this game. They've out-hit the hitters 10-2, and they lead the Icemen 5-1. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here in the 17U National Championship. We'll be right back from LakePoint Sports. In for the bottom of the 6th inning here in the 17U National Championship, and Cory McCartney along with PBR Georgia Scottinger, Phil Kerber, a 5-1 lead for the Minnesota Icemen. Evan Saunders continuing on the mound for them.
Yeah, Saunders working at 83-85 right now.
Facing the dangerous Mitchell Voigt here. Voigt will be followed by Tristan Ott and Jonathan Kim.
Ooh. Nice fastball there, up and in. Just catches the corner.
Choose that one to Logan Myers. Myers makes the throw to first for the out. So right fielder Tristan Ott comes up to bat with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. And Myers again, the first to make the out for number 2 there. And he just continues to have a great defensive game, and that's what set the tone for the Icemen all game long. Has been some great defensive plays.
Yeah, he's been rock solid up there.
All right, center fielder Jonathan Kim now with 2 outs. Time not on the hitter's side as they trail 5-1.
Now they got to start making these ABs count. And Saunders is certainly challenging them with mid-80s fastball.
Grounder to second base, and an easy inning for Evan Saunders and the Icemen. They are an inning away from a 17U National Championship. They lead 5-1 as we're through 6 here at LakePoint Sports. A 5-1 lead for the Minnesota Icemen over Hitters 2022 Navy here at the 17U National Championship. It's the top of the 7th inning. The Hitters will try to build on that lead with Hunter Palmer, who's already doubled and tripled in this game, getting things started for the Icemen here in the top of the 7th.
I mean, how nice is it when you can look at your 9-hole hitter and see that?
Yeah.
I fouled that one back at 84 miles an hour. And that one gets away from him.
1-1 is the count. The rain continuing to pour here at LakePoint Sports. So 2-2's the count to Hunter Palmer, the left fielder, who again already has a double and a triple on the day. Well, his likely last at bat's going to end with a strikeout.
Man, I couldn't lay off the high heat. Seen that a lot this game. Guys chasing fastballs up in the zone.
All right, so now the center fielder Kyle Law with 1 down here in the top of the 7th. And DJ Kogis starts him off 1-0. Oh, excuse me, 0-1. Sends that one. Big pop fly to right field, down the line. Catch will be made. So 2 down.
Yeah, everybody's getting a little more free swinging right now. Yeah, we're not seeing the disciplined at bats that we saw those first few innings.
All right, so 2 down in the inning for the Icemen.
Ooh, up to 87 there. '87 again. Coach just letting it go right now. He's got him 0-2. Yeah, I think he knows that this is the final inning and time to empty the gas tank.
He's facing Tucker Starling. Starling is that one into shallow right. Right fielder Ott calls him off and will make the catch. So a quick inning there for the hitters. The Icemen fail to get a runner on, so it's down to the bottom of the 7th inning with the Icemen leading 5-1 as they search for a 17U National Championship, 3 outs away from getting that banner. It's winning time for the Minnesota Icemen as they lead 5-1 The bottom of the 7th here in the 17U National Championship, Cory McCartney along with PBR Georgia Scouting Director Phil Kerber. Logan Myers has been rock solid at shortstop, unable to palm that one. Rain has been a bit of an issue here late in this game, so the hitters will get things started with something they've not had much of in this game. It's a base runner.
Yeah, that was a big play there. Put some pressure on the Icemen. You know, this hitters team is not going to give up. It's, you know, the way they're coached, the way they're taught the game is they're going to play until that final strike, that final out. They're going to make you beat them.
And James Duncan shoots that one to left field, but catch will be made for the first out.
And DJ Coe just drives one into left center, but that play is made and hitters are down to their final out. Stepping to the plate will be Choi. Now these batters have been real aggressive in the bottom of the 7th here, going after that first pitch that they like. Saunders comfortably sitting in the mid-80s. Misses high and in with the first pitch to Choi. A 1-0 count. And he goes back to that outside corner that's been called all game. Brings it to 1-1. Saunders skips that one in at 84 miles an hour. Choi being patient up there. Ooh. Choi gets an elevated fastball there, but fouls it off his foot. And it now brings the count to 2-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. And there it is. Saunders strikes out Choi with an 85-mile-per-hour fastball, and the Minnesota Icemen are your PBR 17U national champions. Minnesota Icemen dominate this game, start to finish, got out to a 3-0 lead, extended it to 5-1, and bring it home. For Cory McCartney and I'm Phil Kerber. Thank you for coming out, and we'll see you guys next week.